Today is the federal holiday, of course, known as Columbus Day. However, as of recent, there have been growing calls for the end of celebrating Christopher Columbus. Instead, many people would like to name today Indigenous Peoples Day.
And that's a transition Springfield College has already made. Western Mass News reporter Sarah Gurnelli joins us live in Springfield with the very latest on this story. Sarah?
Chris Jordan, Springfield College made that transition last year to celebrate the Indigenous people. The federal holiday Columbus Day has been celebrated since 1937, commemorating the arrival of Christopher Columbus to the Americas in 1492.
In earlier U.S. history, not today, Italian Americans were oppressed, faced prejudice and discrimination in earlier times. And so they were, combating that like most groups do. And one of the things that they did was, advocate for a holiday that celebrates somebody that has Italian American heritage.
However, there is growing pushback over what history tells us. Many think it's time to change the federal holiday to Indigenous Peoples Day. Western Mass News spoke with Professor Laura Davis Delano from Springfield College, who describes why.
There's empirical evidence that Christopher Columbus engaged in murder, torture, enslavement, and other forms of exploitation against Indigenous people when he was in the Americas.
In New England, states Maine and Vermont celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day instead of Columbus Day. In Massachusetts, some towns like Amherst, Northampton, and a few others also adopted the retitled holiday. Springfield College decided last year to begin celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day instead of Columbus Day. Calvin Hill is the school's vice president for inclusion and community engagement. He says it was important for the college to acknowledge Indigenous people.
It's an opportunity for us to both acknowledge as well as to celebrate those individuals that we have had an opportunity to inherit this land from in some respects.
Professor Delano says we are taking the steps in the right direction. However, there's still more work to be done. Live in Springfield, I'm Sarah Gurnelli for Western Mass News.